Hi, now we're going to deal with percents. Percents has to do with finding out how much out of 100 we have. Like if we have 50 out of 100, we have 50%. Now, let's say that we have a square and it's divided up into smaller squares, each represented by 1. And there's one green square. We could say we have 1 out of 4. Now, let's sort of magnify that in terms of 100 and see how many out of 100 we have. Well, we can multiply 25 times the numerator and denominator of 1/4, and we get 25 over 100. Now our green square, each green square is worth 25. So we have 25 over 100. Now if you take 100 and divide it into 25, you get 0.25. Move the decimal point over to the right, and we can say we have 25%. We have a little percent sign at the end there. Now here's a tank we're going to fill with water. Now we start out, we have 5 gallons out of the 100. Alright, so we can set that up as 5 over 100. We could change that to a decimal by dividing 100 into 5, get 0.05 and equals 5%. Now you got to know how to do this. If you have to work out a problem involving percent, sometimes you have to change the percent to a decimal. So 5% would be 0.05. Now let's suppose that we have 25 out of 100. Then we have 0.25 and equals 25%. 50 out of 100 would be 0.50. And move the decimal point over 2 places right, we get 50%. If you have 100 gallons out of 100 gallons, you have 100%. Now, here is a farmer. He has a field, and he's going to plow this field in terms of 8 strips. Let's say that he plows 5 out of the 8 strips. What percent of 8 is 5? Well, we can set up a proportion, set that equal to x over 100. Alright, we cross multiply, and we work that out. We get x equals 500 over 8. Divide 8 into 500, and it's 62.5%. So, we've taken the 5/8 and magnified it, and put it in terms of 100. So we can do percents. Now here, let's say we have a candy bar that has 5 pieces. And here's this Pac-Man character coming down. And let's say that it eats 2 out of the 5 pieces. Now, 2 out of 5. What percent of 5 is 2? Set it again up as a proportion equal to x over 100. Cross multiply. We get 5x equals 200. Divide 5 into 200. We get 200 over 5. And so x is going to be 40%. So 2 out of 5 is 40%. Now this one here, let's suppose that we have 19 out of 19. What percent is that? Well, set it equal to y over 100. Cross multiply, you get 19y equals 1900. Divide 19 into 1900, and you should get 100%, because if you have 19 out of 19, you have all of 19, which is 100%. Now here, notice that our numerator is larger than our denominator on the left-hand side, 14/10. We want to know what percent of 10 14 is. We set it equals c over 100, cross multiply, we get 10c equals 1400, divide 3 by 10, we get 140%. Whenever the numerator is larger that way, we're going to have more than 100%. This case here, 4 out of 6, what is that in terms of a percent? Set it equal to y over 100, cross multiply, and then we'll divide 6 into 400. Now the thing with this, this one is not going to work out evenly. You're going to get this repeating decimal of 6. And so we can just say 66 2/3%. Thank you.